Oh wait, I already linked the talkback, but I linked the
All right, now
talkback to
it's
the.
working.
Okay, cool. Is it live?
I think it is. It's on my channel.
All right, let me grab the link. Hell yeah. Okay. Are we mic'd or no?
Yes, everybody can be heard right now. We are on.
Oh. All right.
All right, hold on, gotta get the link.
Yee. Update the panel reminder with the correct link.
All right, looks like we're getting some viewers.
Oh yeah.
We have 3 viewers right now, possibly?
Yeah.
4 viewers. Hello,
Sweet.
yes, this is live. Can people hear us? Wait,
Exciting.
Hell yeah.
Can...
Yo, the numbers going up is surreal.
Hell
13
yeah.
people.
I saw it go from like 2.
Yeah. Also, by the way, we are audible. I just unmuted for a second, and
All
definitely
right.
be heard.
Why don't we give it a couple moments, see if there's anyone. That was a lot, and I'm overwhelmed, and I hear you fine. Yep, that is how it should.
God.
Hello.
Nora!
Hello.
Hey, Nora.
Hello.
All right. Let's give it a couple minutes for people to show up.
Of course. How'd everyone enjoy it?
Yeah,
Oh
how
my
are we
God.
all feeling, audience?
that was so cool to see it come together.
Okay,
Tears.
Brianna Moore, you say Times Apprentice
Hell
2
yeah.
Sapphic Boogaloo, but you know what will help scratch that itch? Read fuck, what's the name of the fic? Until the Whole World Falls Apart by Underlander from the Overland on AO3.
We've got a comment that you're quiet, by the way, on mic.
Oh, okay. Well, that means I just gotta turn up my... Okay, I'll just turn up my mic itself. Alright, is that better? That should be better. I'm... do one more notch. Just one more notch.
Hi, I'm here. What's up?
Welcome, Kansas.
Hi, Kansas.
Hello.
You did such a good job.
You really
fucking
did.
You all did such a
amazing.
great job. You all did amazing too. Ugh, this
Hello,
is great.
the state of Kansas.
Hi, it's me.
The entire state, including me.
Oh, yeah.
God.
All right, we got a bunch of people in the chat. Looks like we got a bunch of people who, anyone who comes in later can introduce themselves then. Let's go down the list from the top. I guess I'll start with myself because I'm at the top. Hello, everybody. I'm Anna, aka Articulate Composed, and you all know me because this is my channel and this is my show. I am the book. I wrote book lyrics and music for it, and played Amalia, and directed. Daft, I believe you are next.
Oh, I guess it's me now. Hello, everyone. I'm Daft Class. I was the artist for Strife Stories and Final Sermon. Tommy, get away.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Dommy. I did a couple of voices here and there. My favorite was the Empress. I did music direction for the show, and I also did a lot of the audio editing. Go ahead, Elliot.
Oh yeah, hi, I'm Elliot, or on the thingy, I go by Nagisa because that's basically what my other online alias is linked to. I was Kieran, and I don't know how to scream. Alright, passing it down.
Prismic, would you like to introduce yourself, or would you like to stay muted? Oh, you're listening in HD.
Listening in.
That's Jonaya then.
Okay, cool. Hi, my name is Jonaya. I played the Jadeblood that gets a couple lines and a couple of random guards that were vocal only. I'm also the video director, so I did all of the video editing for the live action sequences.
Oh shoot, it's me now. Hi, I'm Kansas. I played the role of Mara. I also did a bit of art and
A
was
bit?
the technical art director.
A bit?
Well, okay.
You did
I
like
did
40 fucking
quite a bit.
images.
I did quite a bit of art for Time's Apprentice.
Yeah, you did
This
a
is a
lot.
talented artist.
Thank you. Nora.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nora. I'm Anna's sister, and you know me as Trevor, which is a little weird now that I say that Anna and I are siblings, but here we are.
Nora was also the
Done.
original Kieran in the live show. Nora has a history with this show.
I do. I was in the live show. I consider Kieran to be my baby.
Kieran's a good baby to have.
Yeah,
He is,
exactly.
yeah.
So, yeah, this is a talkback. So, honestly, if anybody has any questions about the process, any questions about, yeah, the process of doing online theater, the process of writing a Homestuck musical, of just the experience of being these characters and whatnot, ask away. We have many people to answer questions.
Hello, Kelso.
All because of some man with odd lips. I'd like to believe that this show exists in spite of Andrew Hussey. Would you all like to hear the
Yeah,
this
story of
show-
how I tried to get rights for this show from Andrew Hussey? That's basically
need
the
to tell
story.
us.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I just so I graduated from college. I wrote this whole show in my senior year of college. It was my child and my favorite thing in the world. I wanted to take it to a musical theater festival. Because that's what you do with shows. You submit it to festivals, and the festivals will take it and they'll workshop and they'll make it better and they'll put on a nice professional production of it. And I wanted a nice professional production of this show because my live show was, it was good for something that was put together in 2 months by a bunch of students with no money and no support. But I wanted a professional production. And to do that, I needed rights. So I emailed Andrew Hussey and did this very pleasant, hi, I will give you as much money as you want for the rights to these characters. This is the script, this is the video, this is everything that exists with it. Please grant me your graces. And he never responded. And I'm mad.
You didn't know what
So,
he was
yeah.
missing out on.
His work belongs to the commoners now. The fields that once were his are now ours to
Yeah.
plow. Lyrics I wrote
the
about
nice
Andrew
thing
Hussey.
about having
Start a revolution.
the nice thing about these general concepts and characters is that they're not copyrightable.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
None of the characters in this show are Andrew Hussey's copyright.
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
he didn't write the ancestors. He barely wrote anything about the ancestors.
Yeah,
The
right, that's
ancestors
true.
are there was this guy who was sort of like Jesus, and he had a mom, and they did a revolution, and they died, and it's okay, they're mine now.
You
But
just-
then a creepy amount of detail about Mindfang.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Homestuck?
What the fuck even is a Homestuck?
I've got
So,
no idea. Where are we?
I don't know. James Bernard asks, how long did this take to make? So, writing the show or producing this production? Because this production we started in around January, February-ish, and it was pretty slow going to begin with, but yeah, it took about 5-6 months to get all of the video in, all of the audio in, do all the mixing, do all of the editing. We had to do a couple recasts. So it took, about 5-6 months to do this whole thing.
Anna, I'm gonna interrupt you and say the first announcement you made was on February 20th, so we only really had March, April, May, and the first few days of June to actually do this.
Okay, but that's not
Holy
counting
crap.
the weeks of me and Dami and Chrissy meeting behind the scenes to figure out what we
We
have
did
to
do some behind the scenes prep.
Oh, okay.
But writing the show itself, I started in, I think I wrote the first the outline the spring of my sophomore year of college, meaning that was 2017. And I finished the last score April of 2019, so a little over 2 years.
That was like the same month that it was performed.
Yeah, I finished the orchestration to Save Her 3 days before it premiered. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
Anna, I have a question for you because I'm curious if you remember, because we figured out the answer at like 3 a.m. or something. What's 204's real name?
I think Jonaya should answer that because Jonaya came up with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I was trying to think of the closest, like, vaguely fantasy-sounding name that would also be similar to Matuna, and what I came up with was Matthias. I think Matthias, or Matthias, is the name of
Oh,
204.
damn, that's really fucking good.
I love that.
That's canon now.
So
That's 204's secret
That's
name that
canon
we
now.
never find out.
So that's why the XP. So that's why these are XP characters. Yes, Anna was unable to put the rights for the ancestors. That's why everyone is lovingly renamed. Once again,
Going a little bit robo mode.
Yeah, sorry,
your
Dad.
connection's not great.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Yeah, I changed all the characters' name. Well, partially because I wanted to file the serial numbers off, but partially just because, I mean, who's gonna watch a musical with a main character named Cankry?
I mean, I
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I gotta
talking to
say,
the wrong
Kieran.
chat.
Yeah, Kieran is definitely a superior name, to be honest.
Yeah, I found it in a list of saints. I looked at a list of martyred saints and found one that started with a K.
I love
Why
that.
204 in the first place? That Chrissy isn't here right now, but that was actually Chrissy's idea. We were on an airplane on our way to Paris, actually, and talking about the names of the
Ooh.
unnamed Times Apprentice characters. It's like, okay, how do we replace Matuna? What is good there? And Chrissy was like, what if we just have numbers? He is a battery after all. Funniest.
It's a very
story
evil
from
idea,
production.
and I love it.
It is an evil idea,
Yeah,
but it works.
I thought it. Yeah, it was perfectly fucked up. No, it should not have been Kyle. Tev, I know you know the story
Oh my
behind that, but it
God.
should not have been Kyle. Kyle is his own character.
with the great Kyle.
Kyle.
Get ready for Kyle.
For
the great
Kyle.
prophet Kyle.
Oh god.
Kyle.
That is a
Oh,
different
hey.
character.
Yeah, hold on. The time god is now here.
Wait,
Oh,
yes,
it's the
CL?
time god.
Yes,
Oh,
CL.
my god.
My honored
Yes.
guests.
CL, introduce yourself.
Hi there, I'm CL, the time god in the Times Apprentice musical we all just watched, and I'm existing currently. I just came back from the Sleepy Souls panel, but reading the new update for Act Omega.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Fancy that.
Fun.
A god
I'm
of
in
time
that
being
dub, and I
late.
still haven't kept up with it. I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. I haven't caught up with it either. And I'm gonna be in the episode they're premiering right now. But yeah, this is possibly one of the most fun things I've done.
I'm very glad that you did join us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy to join because, like, goddamn, it's fun. It was fun as hell.
This was such a fun process all the way through.
Really was.
I am
Yeah, I
so glad
took-
you all chose to be a part of this because it turned out fucking incredible, and I would not have been able to do it without all of your hard work.
Was it worth everything, Anna?
I mean, I didn't sleep last night. I literally went to bed at 10:30 in the morning. But yeah.
Oh my god, that was.
Was it worth everything, Anna?
Really hard.
I have to say, I hurt my health less for this one than the live one. For the live one, I was very sick and very not okay and had to get several extensions on my work and all that to get that show done. With this one, I just pulled an all-nighter.
Yeah.
It was only
It was-
a little more stressful than the other Broadway Stuck shows.
You say I just pulled an all-nighter, but I remember a bunch of times that we were up until like 4 in the morning doing video editing.
Oh, that's just
And that was
Anna
a
all the
process that
time.
was
Yeah.
dragged
Yeah,
out
that
for
is
like
just
10
Anna all the
me.
time. That is
Look,
regrettably
that's
just
normal.
Anna.
That's true.
That's normal for Anna. It's
I
also
mean,
normal for
I
me,
work
but
I
like
work evening shifts, so I have the the
This is
liberty to
this
wake
is
up at 2
yeah.
p.m.
This is mostly about me,
Haha,
the one
me
who
too.
then got up at 6 in the morning to go to work.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's not your
God.
fault. I did it of my own volition. So I had
So,
fun editing the video
Kelso
for this.
asks, "What's your favorite song?" Let's go down the list. What's everyone's favorite? Let's start at the bottom this time.
Oh boy.
I think of my answer faster.
So I believe I'm on the bottom right now. It's hard to
Yes.
tell. Okay, yes, it is me. Honestly, I am going to be that guy and say that I really did like "It's All Me" because
It's a good
you know,
song.
It's
It's a good song, yeah.
It's a bop.
It is a bop.
That was the first song I wrote.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's definitely not because I've heard it so many goddamn times. It's now ingrained in my brain now. No, absolutely not.
Nora?
Anna, you already know this, but my favorite is definitely Darkest Night's Reprise.
After
I
Darkest
just
Night's
love that song.
Reprise played, she came downstairs to give me a hug because she just watched her sister
Aw.
get impaled.
I just watched my sister get impaled. What else was I supposed to do?
Aww.
But also, Final
Better than
Sermon
Pride
also
of
just
My
has a very
Heart.
special place in my heart.
I think, geez, it's so hard. There's so many good songs. Okay, so before I was cast as Mara, my favorite song definitely was Mara's Lament, but I'm not going to say that answer because I sang it this time. I'm not going to be that guy. CL.
Hey.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with that. I think if I had to pick a second favorite, it would probably be Teach Me the Obscene because it's just also so much fun to sing. Ugh, Mind Fang has the most fun songs to sing, and it's a crime.
Yeah, it hurts my jade blood kidding ass to say this, but I also really like Teach Me the Obscene. It is a combination of being an incredibly catchy song and being really, really effective at showing how fucked up Mind Fang is without, like, it never says anything that's, like, super, super explicit, but it's like so focused what is happening, and it is... Oh, it makes me cringe and shudder, and it's a really good song, and it's one of the most effective pieces of music I've ever heard.
Mind Fang just exudes uncomfortable energy during that song.
Yeah. It's so effectively written.
I do agree that Teach Me Obscene is fucked up and is amazing at the same time, but I think I'm gonna have to either go with Strife Stories or Different just because of the thick as fuck harmonies on those.
Oh yeah.
I might also be a little bit biased because I may or may not have sung in them, but otherwise harmonies are just
Yeah, Anna does such a great job writing harmonies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
If you like my vocal harmony writing, you should check out my non-Homestuck songs. I have a lot of them on my channel, and they are, musical theater style songs, but with not Homestuck characters.
Anna's music in general comes highly recommended.
It's quite good.
What's your favorite song, Dami?
Oh, it is me up next.
Yeah.
So previously, I probably would have answered Life Stories, but I'll be honest, after doing a fuck ton of editing on this show, I fell in love with Work and all of its variants. It's really it has the really cool driving rhythm underneath, and has a lot of those beefy harmonies we were talking about.
Work is really a good song.
It's gonna be stuck in my head for the next year.
Oh yeah.
I spent so long editing Work.
Yeah.
Okay, so I specifically chose the best songs. The ones that I illustrated are my favorites.
Yeah.
The
As they
entire
should be.
thing is good. But the entire thing is good. It's all very amazingly produced. This whole show was like amazingly produced. It's been a real experience working with such talented people. Also, Time God, your vocals, A plus 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 plus.
Thank you. I saw you in chat and I was like, aw, thank you.
All right.
And-
So,
Huh?
you're gonna have to specify what favorite you want. Do you want my favorite instrumental track? Because that's Final Sermon. Do you want my favorite complex harmony writing? That's Work. Do you want my favorite unison harmony writing? That's probably Strife Stories. Do you want my favorite one to sing? That's probably Open Seas. Because I know this show better than literally anyone.
Well, I mean, we got our answers.
Yeah.
All right, we have a question from Rye Mouse Doodles. What would you say is the hardest / easiest part of creating a musical, costume designs, creating the score, script, etc.? I mean, so when I wrote this show, I had never taken a writing class before. I hadn't even started writing fic again. I hadn't written anything other than like Broadway stuck parodies. So honestly, the dialogue and the lyrics just sort of spilled out of me because I didn't have any training to tell me what to do. So I let it all happen. So I'm not going to say that was easy, but it was a lot easier than a lot of it. Orchestration is not easy, but it's what I'm trained in, which means that I overthink it. So the stuff that took the longest, that was the orchestration. I would, for my final semester, senior year of college, every break I had, I would be in the composing lab working on the orchestrations, like, up until the last minute of this fucking show. So, like, I could say that was the hardest part, but then again, that is also what I'm trained. It's hard to say what's the hardest and easiest part of creating a full musical, because, like, it's a pretty difficult feat, in general. Pay me for a Canwick musical? I don't think I want a Canwick musical. I don't want to do a Canwick musical. Like, unless you paid me a lot of fucking money. Because, as I just said, writing musicals are a lot of work.
Yeah.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
Well,
How much to commission an all-sea shanty show?
oh.
I'd have to do a lot of... I have to do a lot of research for that one.
I would help you with it, but I am not talented in that regard.
But
Help me
how
for
much?
Mindfang's remaining crew.
$1 billion.
I'll tell you what, I will give you $1 whole dollar.
For
More
$1 whole
than
dollar,
Patreon
I will
every
give you
month.
30 seconds of me voicing something in the character of your choice. Nothing more.
Ooh. That's actually a pretty good deal.
That's a really good deal. That's underselling yourself.
I've got a really good idea for a price, Anna. Why don't you charge people $2.4 million?
Oh my god.
You know, if I got
Or-
$2.4 million, I probably would write just anyone a musical. Or maybe I would say I'm gonna write 4 musicals and only write half of 2.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Chrissy's here.
Hey, Chrissy!
Hey, Chrissy.
Hey.
Hi everyone, sorry I was a little late. I had to go upstairs. I was eating ice cream. It's my birthday this weekend, so I was having a little bit of birthday ice cream.
Very good.
Yeah.
Hey.
Chrissy,
Good
introduce
stuff.
yourself and
Birthday.
say what your favorite song in the show was.
We had a show!
Yeah.
We had a show! I'm so happy!
All right,
So
now
much.
you have to answer. What's your favorite song?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yes.
of the show?
Yes.
Come on.
Probably Strife Stories.
Sure, it's
It's
good.
Bob.
That's fair. It's a good.
It's the one
It's a good.
Anna worked on the hardest. It's the one I saw the most performed, and it's the one I hum the most in the shower after I listen to the musical because it's just so catchy.
Oh,
It's
way
so
to freedom. It's never
It's
too
just the
late for
angst.
freedom.
and the catharsis and just the emotional power behind not only the stories that each person says, like of each person, but just like the ideology. It's also I think like Act 1's kind of like the happy, hopeful act, and then Act 2,
definitely.
everything goes down, misery everywhere. So like Strife Stories to me still kind of like in that high point of like the happy, hopeful, like Hamilton Act 1 side. So I think that's another reason.
Down.
Yeah.
There was something I said in the chat during the show. Like, one of the reasons that this show is so painful is that it tickles you with all of the found family tropes, and then it tears them away from you very, very painfully.
I've said it before.
Oh, yes, you did say that. I hate you for saying it.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Times Apprentice is a tragedy. It
Yeah.
doesn't
It
make
is.
itself that way, but it absolutely is.
It definitely is.
It is a tragedy, but it makes sense. It's not a tragedy for the sake of being a tragedy, because it starts off at the beginning letting everyone know with the Time God saying this is a story of all these things. It's not necessarily a good story, especially since the goal of the Time God in this particular musical is to destroy everything,
But
which
like
is a really
that
interesting note to
does like fall under the like definition of like a Greek tragedy, where like you know what's coming, you know it's gonna be sad, but you still watch it because you wanna. It's the catharsis you're looking for. And your husband is a tragedy.
Yeah.
True.
I'll always have my fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of Times Apprentice fan fiction out there. You should all read it.
You should write
There
more.
are
Then you should write more.
currently-
Yeah.
There are
I
currently
wrote a fic.
5. I wrote one too. There are currently 5 different Times Apprentice fanfics, specific Times Apprentice fanfics written by 3 different authors.
Yep. Tev
Yep,
wrote 3
yeah,
of them.
3
Thank you
different
for
authors.
writing my musical 3 fics, Tev.
Look, all I'm saying is that if a system is corrupt, it should be destroyed. What do you mean I made the system corrupt? Of course I did.
What I mean
I
is,
can't make anything bad.
of course, you mean everyone else's system. Your own system, of course nothing's wrong with it, because I made
Nothing's
it.
wrong with my system. It was the other gods who were at fault.
Yeah.
You say it's corrupt, I say it's efficient.
You know, it's funny. These proposed other gods you mention, I don't remember them having, you know, any spoken lines or any appearances in the show.
You have to read until the whole world falls apart to see them.
Oh, that's
Yes.
very good.
So speaking
Yeah.
about fanfics, fun fact that is a little known fact about this show, it was highly, highly inspired by one specific fan fiction called Down by the Water by AO3 user Spock and Ah.
I feel like I know
remember
that one.
Ooh, that's another tragic one.
Yeah, Chrissy, I made you read it when I started writing Times Apprentice so you could know where I was coming from. But yeah, it's a fic that it's essentially the story of the ancestors from the perspective of the handmaid. And while obviously my show does not follow that fanfic exactly, it like was highly inspired by like the mechanics of the handmaid there, and also like just specific little things that happen and whatnot. And
Didn't we
it's a good
read that
read.
one at some point?
I don't think so. I think I would unless it was before
Maybe
I was on
not.
the stream.
I don't remember.
It's a long
The
one.
premise sounds familiar, but I might be thinking of something else.
This was on my list for the Doom timelines back when that was a thing I was doing.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I
Nice.
told you to use it because I like it a lot. That and the Condis counterpart down by the wall. Nope. Shout to the Devil is the Condis one. Yeah, good fix if you all want to read some classic Homestuck fic.
Yeah.
I'm very
Absolutely.
curious for everyone. So we talked about favorite songs that I missed out on. What's the majority on that, by the way?
I
We've
think
all
it's
got our
Strife
different
Stories.
ones.
I think we're
Yeah.
split between Strife Stories and Teach Me the Obscene, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they both
Yeah,
have
like
2
2
votes
for
each.
each of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
God.
curious. What was
I do
the
like
most?
both of those songs.
What was the most surprising part of the show? Like, what was something that, like, you're like, I was not expecting that?
Is that a question for the audience or for us?
For you guys.
There's a
Big think
lot
time.
I wasn't expecting because I limited the amount of like scenes I would like watch once they had been completed. Actually, the thing that caught me the most off guard though is that I forgot I flipped off the time god in one of the
That was
shots.
good.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Oh, the toy gun was my favorite part. I love the
God,
toy
the
gun.
Gun is so good.
I have
So
the
funny.
gun with me right now, the little cardboard gun.
You'd better
You
keep
need to
that
give
gun
me that
forever.
gun.
I will.
That gun is
Give
great.
it to me.
Frame that.
So I stared at a lot of raw footage for a long time, so I feel like for me it wasn't so much like there wasn't one moment like surprise, because I had to just like literally scrub through footage over and over. But the thing that surprised me was like I would hit these takes and I'd just be like, oh my god, that's good. Like I really, really liked editing the Mara and Teresa sections because we got to use like cinematic cutting, and when I hit the take where Teresa like looks in Mara's direction and then leans back against the wall, and I'm like, yes, this is the fucking perfect way to end this scene.
Pining,
That is my
Pining,
favorite.
pining.
That look, lean back is my favorite shot in the entire musical.
I don't think there was really anything that I wasn't expecting because I've been in the show before, but it was definitely interesting seeing this version versus the live action version and performing on stage versus seeing, like, actually being able to see it.
Oh my gosh, the live version. Oh, the live version.
Am I
For
allowed
people
to
who
say,
don't
like,
know. Sorry.
I was gonna say, am I allowed to say the art surprised me with Daft chopping off my entire
That
hand?
surprised
God.
me.
That was
Okay,
brutal.
okay.
That was,
This what's supposed to happen is the guard is supposed to grab Kieran by the hand and slice a knife down his hand and let the blood drip down. But Daft was brutal and I love it. Like that was
Yeah, no,
shocking.
It was so
Ah,
over the
yeah.
top for no reason.
Ha 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 ha.
Thank you, Daft. Your art was so freaking good.
Yeah.
I really.
Your
Daft's
art style is
really
so
good.
distinctive.
That was
It
excellent.
worked so well for the songs you were on.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ha 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 ha.
That was, I think that's one of the funnest things in the show with having multiple collaborators on it, especially for art, seeing all different art styles and seeing
Yeah.
how everyone's art style affected the viewing of the song. Like, for some art styles, which much more like almost movie at cinema-esque, where it's like, yes, this is exactly what I picture in my head. When there's art like Daft's that's just very in my head, almost feels like very emotional with the expressions. It's very like with this abstract of like flowing lines and all these things. Like you watch it, and it's a bit more visceral because of that. And you had Final Sermon, and Final Sermon's not what we would call like light. It's
Yeah,
a heavy
it
song,
worked.
Yeah.
and it
Mhm.
worked, especially the flames. Oh,
You had so much motion in your art, which I really, really enjoyed.
I was actually listening to "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple when I drew
Oh,
Spirit
nice.
and Goes on Fire images.
That
and
is
it was
so cool.
magical.
Wonderful. Also, I want to give Mickey like the biggest hug in the world for making me look so fucking cool.
That was those were
Yeah.
really nice.
Ugh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Stargazer Lee asks, which character was your favorite? I feel like we are all going to be biased towards the characters we played.
Well,
Ah.
yeah.
You're telling me
gonna
that
break
the
it.
Empress and her...
Everyone was beautiful. Everyone was
Aw.
great. I love everyone.
Danny had the best skirt. Just saying.
Yeah.
Rosa,
Yeah.
best skirt.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
that skirt so bad.
That was very nice. I did actually, not to not be myself, but like, damn, Rosa though.
Rosa was real
Danny
good.
did such a
Real
good
fucking
job.
Yeah.
nice.
Danny is
Yeah,
she
Rosa
is
was really
in
good.
my class, in my in my master's program for musical theater writing. She is actually a brilliant comedian.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you go on my channel and want to watch some stuff that isn't Homestuck related, if you watch the podcast pilot Welcome to Hell, she wrote the words to that, and it's very funny. But yeah, she did an amazing job as Rosa, and I'm so glad I was able to get her.
I mean, she
this
did an
interpretation of Rosa. It melted my
for
fucking
sure.
icy heart.
Yeah, she's such a good mom.
I do
She
also
warmed
think that Rosa is one of the best written characters in the show.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, she warmed the cockles of my icy heart.
Yeah, I really like I like Rosa and Mara a lot, but I don't know. I can't pick between the two of them. They're both really good characters.
You know, I have a question that some of it has already been answered for some people, but like for artists, what was your favorite thing to draw, and for actors, what was your favorite like thing to like record? Because I've got an answer for it.
Oh.
I don't know what other people
Shall we
answer
go like top down for that, or
to.
bottom?
Oh yeah.
I mean, for acting, we all know I love "Teach Me the Obscene." That was the first Amalia song I wrote. It is written for my voice, basically, except for that one belty part at the end. Like, most of the songs I write are written for my voice. Like, love me some Teach Me the Obscene.
Daft, what was your favorite thing to draw?
Oh, yeah. I thought we were just doing actors. And
No,
Artist.
Artist
actors.
too.
First two.
We all did.
Kansas is
sketches.
an exception, as Kansas did way too much for this.
I think not
Ah,
enough. I
yeah.
think I should do more.
Kansas deserves the medal.
No.
It's
Kansas,
Times
the show's
Apprentice,
over.
aka the Kansas show.
What do you
Kansas,
mean
take
the
care of yourself.
The Kansas show.
more
You literally scratched your cornea working on this show.
I don't think that's how it did. I don't think that's how it happened. I don't think that's the
You
reason.
really need to lean into that. Just be like, yes,
No.
I gave up everything for
Blood
this.
and tears
I
and
did.
injury
Have you
has
read
been
this?
given for
This show
destruction.
gave me an eye patch.
My blood is literally on that picture, but it's digital. Shut the fuck up.
But like,
Kansas, this is your father speaking.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
you can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
The adoption agencies will have something to say about this.
No, but for real, what was your favorite thing to draw, Daft?
Okay, so I actually designed the Rosa dress, and I'm very proud of it. But my favorite thing to draw was Kieran getting his hand sliced off and being lit on fire.
Of course.
Yes,
Oh,
Viola
yeah.
I
wins.
love drawing that.
The sadist.
It was just the
Completely
chance to be a lot more experimental with like the palettes and stuff.
Mm.
Because when you're drawing like really intense scenes, it's best to use a limited color palette because it gets the point across without like having to overwork yourself. It's a very, very effective way of like communicating a lot of emotion without breaking your arm trying to fucking take this Sistine Chapel.
Hmm.
Yeah. Dami,
Uh-huh.
what was your
Um,
favorite thing to like edit?
Yeah, I think that my favorite thing to edit was what was it? It was I mean sorry, it was Different actually. Different was a lot of fun to edit. It has tight harmonies in a very particular way that was very fun to lay on top of each other, realize that it all sounded like mush, and then make not sound like mush. It was very satisfying.
Elliot, did you have a favorite part to record?
Okay, so I don't think that I did a like totally fantastic job doing the Indigo Captain, but I did really enjoy it. It
Except
like
this.
Huh? What?
I see. Connection is really bad.
Uh-oh.
Do y'all hear me?
Now I can
Yes.
hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. I took too long trying to record the line in Strife Stories, the part that comes right after Rosa's story of what you always told me you left because they were about to make you murder babies, not that you already had.
Yes.
I just like that line so much, and every take that I try to do isn't good in my eyes, ears. So I did that a lot of times.
Every time I like listen to that song, the demo version on YouTube, I like sing along to it, and then I do the what, and then I laugh because the timing of it is kind of funny.
Nice.
He's like, what?
Make us do one thing for all of our lives, and of course we'll be willing to kill. What?
What?
That is really
It's like
good.
so well written that
It's good.
I love it.
Strife Stories is a good song.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Janaya?
Yeah, so I my favorite part to edit, which I kind of said already, was the Mara and Teresa scenes where, partly due to like constraints of having footage for in between shots, and partly because I thought it would look cool, is we actually got to use like a cinematic shot reverse shot editing style, and the fact that they have two different backgrounds and slightly different, it makes the color grading look slightly different. So you have this very interesting contrast between the Mara and the Teresa scenes, but the way that they're cut together, I think, built cohesion, where they'll look at each other. There's a lot of shots where there's like a slight hanging cut where like the sound will continue and you'll see the other character, and then it'll cut in with the sound for the new clip. And like I intentionally played up like the relationship that they have that's just purely headcanon, where there's like shots where I linger on them looking at each other, or like picked cuts that they were, they had a certain expression or something, or like the part where Teresa's laughing, and the original cut, Tex is like, I think, flipping their hair, and in the cut that we used, I just cut in on the hand, like she's just making this pose, and I had so much fun like building out the dynamic between the two of them using editing. Like the footage was just there, and I got to like play around with how to put it together in a way that's like, yeah, you don't get to do a lot of like movie style editing with a show like this, and it was really fun to be able to do that.
Unrelated side note, I think it's really funny how like Teresa and Mara are by no means canon, but everyone who touches this show just starts shipping them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I,
absolutely.
shamefully enough, did not intend for them to be in love. I intended for them to be best friends. But everyone who looks at them is like, no, they're in love.
Oh,
And it's like,
sure.
okay, yeah, they're in love. They're in love.
I mean, did you look at the art for Where I Stand? Of course I ship them.
Oh yeah.
I like
the longing glance at Teresa.
Love it. I fucking love it.
In the live
It started
show,
off and they were roommates and ended up and they were
Oh my god, yeah.
in the
Oh my
live
God,
show,
the
the
live-
only reason the person playing Teresa like got into the character was she realized that she could make it gay.
I specifically held on a couple of cuts where like the original cut was like, oh, they're just gonna cut back to the other character. I'm like, but I could hold for like 2 seconds and it'll look like they're into each other.
Hell yes.
I gave as much flirt to that last line in the first Mara Teresa scene as I could. So
Mhm. Oh, the
You won't
footage
need it.
available was perfect. So
okay, so my favorite thing to draw was Save Her, definitely. That was the most fun because there were only 4 required images for that song, but when I started sketching, I ended up with a lot more images, and I was like, I'm going to draw all of these because I want them all. I want to draw all of them. And then my favorite thing, and this isn't even like something that I necessarily like did, so I'm kind of breaking the rules of my question. But like going back and watching it, I enjoyed like most how the dynamic between Mara and the Time God played out between both of our acting. I really, really enjoyed how well that worked. So that's my favorite. Nora, what was your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Okay. Yeah, I think I do. I was much less involved with this entire production, I think, than everyone else was. But I don't know if Anna has mentioned to any of you here in this call, the meltdown I had when I heard myself recorded for the first time, because I had never heard my own voice recorded. And it was so mortifying and so much worse than I thought it was. So I was like cowering in fetal position under Anna's desk, and she was like trying to tempt me out. And looking back, it was really funny. But I actually really liked being Trevor, and playing this douchebag character. I tried to make his voice. I guess my inspiration for that was JD from Heathers.
Oh, yeah.
So I really liked recording the lines. I think that was really fun.
Did you
Look,
like the
freeze your
gun?
brain.
I loved the gun.
Gun
That's
was
my
great.
favorite
Gun!
prop of all time.
The fucking gun.
Gun was perfect. I loved Gun.
I think everybody needs to know why I did that. Everybody needs to know about the art that Kansas did, where they drew a character holding a gun that just said gun on it, and it's like, okay, I'm
Yes.
stealing that.
That
Guns
was
are hard to
great.
draw, okay?
We
Gun.
pulled the frame out in at least one of the shots so that the fucking gun prop could be seen.
Oh, is that why those frames got extended?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so fucking funny.
I needed
The-
people
the-
to see it.
Well, so part of it is the back and forth of the frame where Mindfang and Trevor are like, basically like who is kind of like in power in that moment in the scene, but also to show the gun.
That actually reminds me, the last 5 images of Final Sermon, they're the way they were edited, it actually looks like they came from one of those action movies from the 70s, which is a really cool look.
Yeah. I dug Final Sermon. It turned out real well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that
Real good.
I
That
still
just
feel
seems-
really bad about the final sermon because I feel that I did not do the scream justice, especially after hearing Nora's like original version. Anna's just like, yeah, you can hear her scream in the original live production, and you can use that for reference. And I'm sitting here literally for like a solid 2 hours, and most of my takes were basically just yells rather than a scream. And I'm just sitting here like, how do I scream?
As the other person who had to scream, or as the one of the 3 people in this musical that had to scream, it was so difficult. Like, oh my god,
It's hard with
a lot of
recording
hyping yourself up.
specifically because you're gonna make
so
it
hard.
peak.
I remember my first musical theater experience was I was in the worst Christmas pageant ever, and I was randomly cast as a character who has to go off stage and scream, and I was 8 years old, and I could not do it during any of the rehearsals because I was so nervous and anxious. And then this little kid fucking bullied me, told me I couldn't scream, made fun of me. And so when it was the real production, I screamed really viscerally, but I hadn't done like a visceral scream like that since then until now. So that was cool. But yeah, it's really hard, but I think you did great.
Yeah, both of the screams were good.
Oh yeah, that they were really effective.
So on a slightly related tangent, I wanna. Okay, so the screams, they actually do a thing that I kind of like. That scene at the end of Final Sermon is very Homestuck in a sense, because something that gets talked about a little bit in like the middle of Homestuck is like the concept of circumstantial simultaneity, or similar stuff happens at the same time on screen, and it's something that gets played with a lot in this musical, and it's a concept in writing that I'm actually really fascinated with, that the Homestuck introduced me to.
Nice.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't really like this theme in Homestuck, but one thing that I really like about this musical is the running motif is death is freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically because it's not Homestuck's take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Times Apprentice just handles it better than Homestuck does.
I absolutely agree.
I mean, one great thing about
yeah.
this versus Homestuck is it is
not
a
hard.
finite-sized thing. Like, you can take the theme of freedom and make it a theme in a 2-hour work, while with Homestuck, it's like there's a million themes and they're all over the place and you can't keep track of them. There's like motifs don't work and all that. Turning Homestuck, pieces of Homestuck, into their own closed pieces of theater works really well because it can really, like, you know, make sense of what the original ideas were.
I don't think CL got to answer. CL, did you have anything for?
I will say it was just kind of fun recording, period. Because like the thing is, despite my energy of being a drama kid, I never got the chance to be a drama kid because I was homeschooled.
Same.
So
not for those reasons, but yeah. I know
yeah, not for those reasons. But especially that first part, I'm happy that some of my extra takes got put in there, where I got to do the whole talk about how it's a story of family and revolution and blood and guts and all that fun stuff, you know?
You
Absolutely.
had a lot of really fun takes to work with.
I wanted to have fun with it, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
Time God is great.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I got you as the time god because you do evil so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my typecast now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, as someone who's been roped, quote unquote, into playing a couple of evil people for other things, I really respect the performance.
Yeah. No. And you do evil well as well. Like,
Thank you.
Nice.
A little
Evil
bit
is
different,
so
but
much
yeah.
fun.
Evil is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evil's
Speaking
really
of
fun.
being
Anna, in your next musical, cast me as an evil one. I want to be evil next.
Oh,
You gotta
that would
just
be good.
Mara, but evil.
I want to be Mara.
Mara, but evil.
But evil.
Well, I'll
Mara's
have to
already kinda
figure out what
evil.
my
She
next
kills a
musical's
lot.
gonna be then.
Write a musical based
Well-
on Delightful Abattoir.
Oh my god.
Swap me
Well,
and Kansas.
I
Hey,
mean,
No,
are
Anna.
we already creating a game heavily based on the Delightful Avatar?
Yeah.
No, Anna.
And the
Here's the
progeny.
perfect thing. So what you do is cast me as the protagonist and cast Kansas as the villain.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Just swap our
I will
roles.
Oh my
antagonize you.
god.
Yeah.
It will be the good time god and the evil apprentice. I don't know how this is gonna fucking work. It doesn't
That's
matter.
A story of sabotage.
Mara just gets to be evil. Her outfit is inverted. So it's like a lime green sweater over a dark red top.
This
that
is
was
like a
so
very
cool.
commission you
That was
to
so
draw
good. Time
evil
God.
Mara. I will commission you. I want this now. I want evil Mara, and
I will chip in money to have a good time god in the corner.
Yes,
Oh.
Mara. But you
oh, reverse
fucks and
AU where
evil.
Time God's the good guy, and Mara's the
I was
villain.
just trying to stop her.
This is a very
Is this where the
very-
chaos comes in?
Yeah.
You're
is a
your own
very obscure
agent of
reference,
chaos.
but-
Ah,
Oh
shit,
my
you
God.
let me just fuck shit up now.
It's an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
Well, it's another one times like this
Oh.
one where the Time God's plan
Hold
goes
on.
completely awry.
Tagline. Who says I can't kill a god?
Perfect.
Well, yet again,
Oh my
that's the
God.
plot of fucking.
I'm writing that in the general chat.
That's just the plot
Perfect.
of Until the Whole World Falls Apart. Who says I can't kill? a
Pretty
god?
much. I mean, pretty much.
Oops, I
Yeah.
said a guy instead of a god.
The world's at stake.
Let me
Says I
change.
can't
Lives
kill a
to
guy.
save.
Oh my god.
I mean, not wrong.
From the if you
Not
tell the story
good.
from his perspective, Maleficent style, then he's the good. I don't know. I don't know if you could
Oh,
ever make the time god the good guy.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay.
I mean, he'd need
So,
to have
like-
some
Fuck.
reason for his.
Look,
Evil.
there is there is a version of reality where like so in the comic books of Invincible, in the later stages there is a character who like essentially does time god-esque stuff because it's like omnipotent god complex because he's smarter than everybody else. And like essentially what ends up happening is he gets so desensitized to like human emotions and actually being a decent human because he gets trapped in an alternate dimension, blah blah blah. And so then he just kills a bunch of superheroes that would fight against him and actually creates a world of peace.
Okay, so hear me out. A world where the time god is essentially benevolent and trying to like make sure things run according to schedule, and his apprentice becomes increasingly fed up with having to play second fiddle to who she sees as being like a weak and like sort of not utilizing his powers to their fullest, and like eventually surpasses him in power and basically inverts the roles.
Not to make another very obscure reference, but the second season of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, the BBC TV
you're
show.
right. I've seen that.
God, I have not seen that.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I want to be evil suburban witch.
God, it's literally they turn a fucking Karen who was like the captain of the cheer team.
Evil.
They turn a Karen into the fucking
She
evil
goes off the
mastermind. She goes really off the deep end.
Everybody in chat, everybody watching, please go watch Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's a very, very, very good show. Unfortunately,
Nice.
watch it, please. It's so good.
That sucks.
Another possible AU is that I'm thinking The Good Place, where basically the time god's kind of all new at all this, and he makes the world, but he's not very good at it. So he just makes a bunch of mistakes.
Well,
and Mara
Michael
has to
Good
fix
Place
it.
is kind of a scratch.
He is absolutely a scratch.
Look, all I'm saying, this is the good place. You're here because you did everything right.
No,
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Oh, God,
my
it fits
dear
so well.
reader, this is the good place.
Oh God, we have two
my
scratches in the chat.
Incredible.
Oh, like your powers combined can only be used for evil.
And the fun thing about it is they're not the same.
They aren't. They really aren't.
They are both horrible people, but they're not horrible in exactly the same way.
God. I just thought
Things
about
are
something.
crawling up
My
my
party
spine.
Oh my god.
Oh, so something that did kind of throw me off in the whole recording process. Recording video is a lot different than recording audio.
It really is. Yeah.
I am not very good at quote unquote memorization. Ignore that one scene where you see the time god literally like look at the camera and turn away immediately.
Oh,
into the line.
I you know what? When the time gun does that, he's looking at the audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
I meant to do that.
I can't tell you guys how many times when I did like the short little ensemble bit where I yelled like "Death has come for us." The amount of times I had to redo the video part because my dog kept freaking out over me screaming and kept running into the frame. I'm like, and then the dog's like, da-da-da-da-da. Where is the squirrel spider item in question? I will bark at it. I'm like, Lucy, no, nothing's in danger, just my dignity.
Yeah, that's valid. God, I want to learn how to memorize monologues now. Because
I'm bad at memorizing.
I got a few of them down, but like a lot of the times when I was recording, fun fact, behind the scenes special view, I was recording at like 2 a.m. So because I think the last couple times I was recording, it was like literally like I got off work at 11, took a shower, and just immediately hopped into Time God.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like this idea that it's something that you put on. It's not that you're not just constantly the time god.
Yeah.
Just need a tie and boom, you're a pretentious god.
I like the idea
It does help.
I like the idea that the time god is explicitly always freshly cleaned.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
love
right,
that.
right, right.
Definitely.
Exactly.
The time god does not ever stink. He's not allowed to. That is not canon.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I like that I got pulled into playing a Jadeblood or Jade Eye. I'm sorry, we're not Homestuck.
Of course not.
At the last minute because we needed footage and just like have a jade corset.
And jade lipstick and Purim
and jade
tattoos.
lipstick and Purim tattoos.
Just
wish
anything
that I
any
could-
of us would have in our closets.
Yeah, normal. Well, to be fair, 2/3 of that was for an old Kanaya cosplay.
Mhm.
The tattoos are they're just there.
What were you saying, Kansas?
Yeah, sorry about that, Kansas.
Fine, you're fine. I wish that I could like dress up as Mara again, but those contacts, my dude.
Oh my
Don't
god.
use
Never
the-
wear those
the-
again. They
Oof.
started feeling so fucking weird. It's just
Mhm.
too high maintenance. And they might have given me an abrasion on my cornea. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Aw.
Next
So
time
that's
you
how you got
cosplay
the
Mara, just
scratch.
don't use the contacts.
Yeah, but like,
Ba-dum-bum,
I look so
ba-dum-bum.
much hotter with the contacts.
Oh my god. That
Look.
Mara costume was really, really good.
Mhm.
I wish I could have recorded more Time God while I was in the first set of makeup. Because
Mhm.
goddamn, that
Really
fucking
good.
eyeliner was on
I
Oh,
wish
that
we
was
could have
really
seen
fucking
the
yeah.
good.
eyeliner with the
It
green
was so
filter.
good.
Like the green filter
Yeah.
kind of covered it over, so like it was
Ugh,
perfectly fine that you didn't have it
unfortunate.
for the rest of the footage, but it did look
Yeah,
damn
no,
good.
I just used the same eyeshadow palette and just did like a pseudo smoky eye with my own
Hmm.
poor makeup skills.
Yeah.
Makeup hard. You couldn't
But
tell
yeah.
that I had blue eyeshadow on, mostly because I had that giant hat covering my fucking eyes. most of the time.
Yeah.
What,
Makeup
that
very
is
hard.
lit. Oh
I
gosh, makeup's so
really-
hard.
God, to be able to do this show with like proper framing of photography and blocking, like either on stage or in film form with proper like shot setup would be just amazing.
Like this, that would be a phenomenal show. I would.
Yeah, it
love
would. This is a goddamn good musical, and like, it's just like it's so easy to suspend disbelief looking at this, even though it's like basically like a high production like con skit, but it's so easy to just get lost in it. Imagine this with like professional level production. That would be
I would love that so much.
fucking
We just
transcendental.
Need one thing for that to happen. Well, two things:
$2.4 million.
$2.4 million and Andrew Hussey's blessing.
Yes.
Oh, you know, honestly, I don't even think you need Andrew Hussey's blessing as long
Yeah,
as you
that
make sure
last
you don't
one.
name anything the same.
Except Mindfang and Miriam
Well-
and
Okay, so I figure you could just change that, like,
yeah, but I like Miriam as a name.
or
Marissa
you could just say
sounds
Miriam
good.
because the name Miriam isn't something you can copyright.
True, it is an
What if
actual
we-
name.
Like, you can't copyright a fucking name like that. You can't be like, well, this kind of vaguely Mindfangish character you called Mindfang, like, so? She's a human. What are you talking about? Your thing is like a troll. You know?
You have aliens. We have humans in a
Yeah, this
magical
is humans
sci-fi.
with like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just-
exactly. You know.
Okay, this isn't Arania Circuit. This is Amalia, and she happens to
Amalia.
have the same powers and
It's not
blue
yeah.
and is still a
Yeah,
pirate, but she's
it doesn't matter.
him.
It doesn't matter. Right. It's not Arania Circuit. This is the Malia Circuit.
She doesn't have a last name.
I know.
It's just Captain Amalia Mindfang.
A
Need to
lot
look
of
into
them I
my
just didn't bother
masters.
giving last names. Like I think only Mara, Andrus, and Kieran have last names. Maybe that's what we gotta
yeah.
do. We gotta find
Marion.
I don't know. Well, part of me's like, I need to go back to my masters, be like, what's the copyright rule again?
I mean, like, it has to be very like specific. Like
Yeah.
you can reference stuff and you can have like the same names where it's not the same character.
I might technically be under fair use.
I mean, you're not
Who knows?
this. I would say you're not even in fair use territory. You're in. This is a similar but legally distinct thing.
Like, I might be able to just sort of, like, professionally produce it without consequences. The only fear
no,
is, What Pumpkin is a litigious company. I mean, we saw what they did to fucking Sarah Zed.
Right.
I would
There's-
want to
I don't
get
know.
a
That's a
cease.
different sort of scenario, though.
Yeah,
I
it
don't want to
is.
get a cease and desist from What Pumpkin because of a musical.
You do one day you've got to do a high production YouTube, like one of those like YouTube fan made film things where they actually go, semi-professional with like makeup and location shooting and like decent quality photography and editing.
For that,
and shit.
I need $2.4 million.
You need $2.4 million.
Come on, Homestuck fandom, you forked it over once.
I will say, if you're looking for a director of photography,
I would
Hey, we made the
definitely have you on for that, and also probably as head editor too, because you're good at this shit.
oh, thank you. I had a lot of fun editing this.
When I get our car back, I can be like head of moving things.
Or just stage
Like
manager
the
again.
live
You're good
show.
at you're good
Yeah.
at stage managing.
Oh, I would love to be stage manager for like
There's
the
so many-
professional version.
There's so many moving parts to any big project that people never see. And like the people behind the scenes that make sure that that actually happens.
All
It's
I'm gonna
a- it's a
say
big
is
thing.
I can relocate.
It is.
I have an initial plan ticket.
I would be willing to move up my entire.
I'm not gonna move, but I will travel.
Haul your asses to New York.
I used to live in New York,
Kansas,
as a
in New
matter
York.
of fact.
If New York,
Kansas in New York, what will they do?
It's kinda
Film
tempting
a
to try,
similar but
but-
legally. Yeah.
Look, I would
I don't-
love to move out of the corn, but it's where I'm stuck for now.
I'll check
Oh,
you
there's
out.
plenty of corn in
You've
New
been-
York too.
You've been sent to the cornfield. That is true. There is quite a lot of corn in New
And
York.
cows.
Look, there's
lots
corn.
of cows.
A lot
Oh
of
my god, I
cows,
remember the
apples.
cows. God, I would go visit my relatives up in upstate, like proper upstate near Cortland, and it's just cows everywhere. Fucking cows.
Look, I
Pretend I
literally
made, like,
used to grow up in a fucking log cabin
Oh my god.
next to a farm.
Steele, your
Oh.
homeschool showing off hard. I grew up in a
I'm
log
gonna
cabin.
really.
It was so-
I feel like I should really play up the fact that I live in Texas, like I'm out in the country and not in the middle of Austin, the like one of the biggest cities in the country.
Ah, so you live in desert.
Yeah.
There is cacti.
I don't.
in
Yeah,
this-
yeah. I definitely live in no, Austin's hill
Desert,
country.
yes.
Austin's like temperate hill country. It's hot, but it's not like intolerable.
Jonaya, this is an important question I need to know that I'm definitely picturing your character with.
Yes.
Do you own cowboy boots?
Okay, so I don't own cowboy boots because I'm like super gay. But I do own a pair. Okay, so I own a
Wait,
pair
but
of
didn't
Docs.
Lil Nas X
and
make
I-
cowboy boots gay culture now?
Well, gay, but not lesbian.
True.
I have a pair of Docs, and I have red leather Docs specifically, and
Nice.
I do have a pair of like ankle boots that I guess you could, if you squint, they kind of look like cowboy boots. So.
Cowboy boots. I need to get on that.
Hmm.
Look, I'm an impolite pansexual, so that means I have to be kitted out in finger guns and bad pun.
Nice.
In log cabins.
And log cabins.
And log cabins. I need a pair of boots, but unfortunate.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Shit, but how do you get through all that corn?
With a lot of willpower.
Seal was sent to the cornfield. Cannot believe Dolly Parton is being left out of this conversation.
True, we all know Jolene had a pair of
That's
cowboy
true.
boots.
That's true, yeah.
Jolene,
Jolene,
Jolene, Jolene.
Again, not the right part of Texas for that. I'm city girl. I'm city girl Texas all the way.
Even though
I'm
Jonaya.
plaid and docks.
I mean, I live like
Jonaya,
Yes.
20 minutes away from the center of High and Gay Street, so.
Ooh.
okay, I gotta really quickly say this. Jonaya, please don't take my man.
I have no interest in anyone's man, as a matter of fact.
But you could do it just because you can.
I do not plan to. I know
Just
you're
because
doing a
someone has
bit. I don't care.
What Daph's saying is that you are too powerful. The imagery of you in plaid and docks is just too
Oh my God.
powerful, and you need to contain it.
Okay. Well, the good
it was
news
a
is that
Dolly
it's
Parton reference.
yeah, I know. It's the good news is it's usually too hot for that to be comfortable. So.
I remember the time I went to a
The
Carly
evil has been contained for now.
It's okay. It's all in this voice chat as we have both like two different
This is
variations
quarantine.
of Doc and Scratch.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Born
man.
Again.
Ooh, Born Agains.
Hmm.
To me, that's Arizona. That's where all my family who are Born Agains live.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Now they own cowboy boots. You get their Christmas cards and they're like,
Oh my God.
Do we still,
but it's
are
also
there-
like the
are
most
there-
heterosocial photos they sent.
Ah.
Are there still questions?
What's
Or-
that?
Are there still questions?
I think we've kind of progressed into just like shooting the shit territory at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We might want to wrap it up soon because I haven't eaten food in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
rave
that would
just
be a
started,
good
too.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, is it rave time? Cool.
Yeah.
Oh
Hell
boy.
yeah.
Fun.
I guess the sock on these nuts, Ray.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Eh,
Absolutely.
I've
haven't
heard
heard-
that joke so many times today.
It's really tiring.
I think
It
it's
It
Hey.
does. Like it's funny like twice, and then it's just like, okay,
I don't
know
even think it was funny twice.
I think it's so funny.
I'm trying to be generous.
Trying keyword.
How's that going? How's that going for you?
Not super great.
Still enjoying it because I know for the most part when people make that joke, they are still taking the con seriously.
Oh yeah, no. They're mostly good about it, but
Yeah.
like it's also kind of played out.
Yeah.
It's kind of played out, but at the same time, it's like
The
it's
fact-
like that.
It's
Okay,
you know what?
it's a
It's
mental
call and
tick.
response.
It's like a mental
Yes,
tick.
yes,
you know,
yes,
like
yes.
it's like catchphrases that you
Right.
tend to find that you have because it's like
Ed.
yeah,
It's like it's
Like
like the old what is it that my mom used to joke about? The like the call and response of like go with God and you as well.
Yeah.
Stock on these nuts. Like it's just a fucking call and response at this point.
it's a call and response thing. Like I
It's
know
like
I
Rocky
have
Horror
those
callbacks.
myself. Like, look, I just one of the things that I do a lot is anytime anything could be interpreted in a vaguely sexual manner, I just say kinky and move on.
Nice.
Exactly.
You do it very like casually, just be like kinky. You're doing something else in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like kinky. Anyways.
Yeah.
I love that in this chat now it's mostly become Kansas in New York. What will they do? Crimes. They'll do
Yes.
crimes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the
Duh.
idea that
What would you
the
do in New
cast
York?
of
Actually.
Times Apprentice in New York all together in one area. I think we totally decimate a Denny's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go to
We're
New
gonna
York City and go
eviscerate a
to
New York
Denny's.
Denny's.
There's
Well,
way
like,
better places to eat.
Yes, but do we have the budget? We're spending 2.4
No.
million on contact lenses.
No. You need to spend most of it on a studio in Manhattan.
Oh,
Just
and
no.
then don't use any of the work that came out of that studio.
Oh no!
Or use it while not crediting the people who did the work.
Oh no!
Are we dragging like what pumpkin here?
Yeah, that's what's
Yes.
happening.
Yeah.
Shots been
Listen to
fired?
Death of an Author on my Patreon if you want to hear thoughts about Andrew Hussey.
God.
I'm gonna dip out and eat some dessert and go to sleep.
That
Maybe.
sounds like a
Sounds
good
like a
plan.
Also
good
probably get headed
I
plan.
out.
might finally
Enjoy your
go in
food.
VR chat.
Nice.
Good night.
Yeah.
We love you,
Night.
Kansas.
Thank you for
Bye.
doing so much
Yeah.
hard work.
Thank
you did
for
so
letting me
much.
vote.
You deserve the world. Goodbye.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Take care of your eyes.
We love you, the municipality of Kansas, but I'm not going to admit that publicly. And if you guys hear me say this, then not.
I'm
We got
sorry,
you,
Daph, but all 16
we
people
got you.
watching that have just heard you say that.
Yeah, we gotta wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the audience.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yep.
But it's
It's good. Don't
not
go tweeting
public.
that.
yeah.
I'm also gonna go ahead and join the rest of my state and head out.
Excellent.
I'll see you all around.
Bye, Dummy.
Thank you for music directing.
Thank
Of
you,
course,
Domi.
it was a lovely time. I'll happily do it again.
You are the best.
Bye-bye.
You're the best. You're the best. You're better than the rest.
All right.
yeah.
Well, with people leaving and all that, I think we should probably call this a night. So,
Yeah.
before we leave,
Yeah.
oh, Tex wanted me to tell everybody watch King Spiral's Homestuck the musical because they couldn't be here because it's literally 4 a.m. over there.
Fair.
But
Yeah.
yeah, does anyone here want
Yeah.
to promo something fun and exciting? Janaya, I'm sure you have something fun and
Yes,
exciting to
you
promo.
know I do.
It is
yeah,
also something I would like to promo.
Right. So Anna and I are both working on a little game you may have heard of called Friend Sim 2. It is an unofficial sequel to Friend Sim. We just opened up applications for artists and also for voice actors. Anna is my voice director for the project, and if you are interested in doing some paid amateur voice work, we have a bunch of roles open. So if you go to application.friendsim2.com, you can go over to the voice acting selection and give it a try. You've got 2 months until August 12th to apply. So a lot of time. You don't have to rush yourself. You can take your time to figure your voice out and get your recording set up good. But yeah, we're really excited about that, and we're really happy to look forward to seeing people's auditions and stuff.
Them too. Hell yeah.
Also awesome.
Friend Sim 2 is going to be so good. And
Yeah.
if you like the comic dubs on my channel and are familiar with some of the voices I do, and you're a fan of those voices and maybe want to hear more of them, then you should go listen to play Friend Sim 2 when it comes out.
There's also a chance that I might have some voices there as well. In fact, I would go so far as to say that pretty much everyone here has something to add to this project.
Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, that's true. Like, literally everyone here is involved in some way.
Except
Never
for
mind.
Nora.
Fuck it.
Hey, Nora, if you wanted
Except
to
for
audition
Nora.
for Friend Sim 2,
Hey,
you
Nora, you want to audition for a voice?
Oh, can I do my follicle voice, Anna? Anna,
If you
it's so
want
good.
to.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
you
is my follicle voice. And that's how I would audition
Oh my
for follicle.
God.
Oh, cool.
She's a demon coming from hell.
I told you wouldn't get the part, Nora.
Yeah, maybe not. But seriously, if you do want to audition for voice roles, we have a lot of characters open.
I've thought about it. I'll think about it more. I don't have a mic except for Anna's crappy old snowball.
Uh-huh.
maybe.
Say snowball user, they are not bad.
Yeah,
they're not
you're
great.
probably well. Listen, I will talk shit on USB mics all goddamn day, but
But it's a good starter. It's good for,
It's a good
getting.
starter.
I mean, I
It's a
used
good
it for
starter.
5 years until I realized, hey, I'm doing enough recording that I need a fucking XLR. But like, if you
Yeah.
don't know that you want to record yet, or like you don't know that this is something that you want to spend a lot of time doing, then it's a great hobby mic.
yeah.
That's why I gave it
Agreed.
to you, Nora.
You know, I tried using it when I was on my friend's on Yaz's Twitch stream, but it
all they could hear was static. So I don't really know.
Oh, that happens when Chrissy tries to use hers too. I don't know what's up with that. It was always fine with me. Weird.
Just have like an anti-technology field.
Maybe it has to do with Discord. Maybe snowballs and Discord don't mesh.
That is possible. I've had issues with Discord and like using my DSLR as a webcam sometimes, so sometimes it doesn't play well with like USB stuff.
That makes sense.
Maybe. Ooh, I'm gonna promote myself quick.
Yes.
I write fic. I actually just opened up a Twitter and a archive of our own account, The Bitter Hedgehog, where it has some Times Apprentice fic, in case you're curious about that, as well as a couple of friend sim fics, if you guys are
Stan answers to the question of revolution.
Yes,
it's a really good story.
And the Daria Punk Band AU with chapter 1 and 2 published and chapter 3 currently in the works. I should have it out before the end of June.
Ooh.
So keep a lookout on the Twitter or archive of our own about that. Because I'm finally done with grad school and I can start working on fan fiction again.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that because we've been reading that one live and that's good.
It's true. Oh, I've
been waiting for your next chapter so I can voice it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I also kind of want Dami to voice it as well because I finally decided to add Ardata to it. And
is Ardata in the next chapter?
Ardata's in the next chapter and she's in a couple chapters. She and Malik are gonna be excellent. That's the hint.
Ooh,
next chapter's the Malik chapter.
Wait, I thought next chapter was the Celsius chapter.
Yes, I decided I need to change it.
Okay.
I need to change the order because I plan on doing it with it's gonna be just gonna be a Daria, Chixie, Malik, Tizius, and then repeat. Originally I had it as Daria, Chixie, Tizius, Malik, but I realized that all the dramatic overturns I have required Tizius reacting to something Malik did. So I'm like,
no, what's Malik gonna do?
It's not what Malik does, it's what everyone else does, and Malik figures out and then tells Tizius.
Hey,
I will promote.
I heard the news on the grapevine.
The thing Malik does. Oh
my
Malik.
God.
It's Ardana's fault. And
Stelsa.
Stelsa's not a saint in this either.
Oh, Stelsa's gonna do evil shit.
Stelsa's gonna hit the fan. Stelsa comes to doing that. I unfortunately I do need to make 2 more OCs, but aside from that, for emotional fodder, but they will be good. They'll be worth it.
I will promote a few things. I will promote Will It Homestuck. I will promote New Game Plus, which is a game dedicated to the alpha beta kids surviving trolls about what happens when Earthsea becomes a communist society after 5,000 years of progress. That's it.
Nice. We'll have to look out for those. I hear those are really good.
I think you should.
New Game Plus.
Yeah, same here. I think you should also read a comic called Alpha Halcyon Epsilon.
Yes.
Which is on mspfa.com and may or may not feature the art of somebody here. If you liked the very distinctive art of the execution, I think you might enjoy it. So yeah, check. It's a good comic. You should promote it more.
Okay, thank you.
It's very critical of Homestuck as a canon works. So if you want uncritical Homestuck support, maybe don't read it. But if you're willing to engage critically with it, and you're willing to read a story about some not great people and how their actions catch up to themselves, definitely worth reading.
Yes.
Muppet Stories. Always a fan of those. What about you, Nora and CL? Anything you two want to promote?
Well, you see, I am in many projects. In particular, I want to promote just the YouTube channel, Sleepy Souls. I am a part of that channel. I am a collaborator on there quite a lot. They do Homestuck content. I'm the Dave for that. They have a Persona 3 Machine Abridged, which has just come out recently,
I'm
which
in that
Anna is
one
also
too.
part of. Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
there's work being done on a fucking what's the word? Oh yeah, I got it. Modica Magica Abridged. There's work being done on that, and I am also in that. That's really interesting.
QB?
Also, I am.
Of course
I
you
knew it.
are.
Of course I am. Who else would I be?
Oh my god.
But yeah. Also, there is a epilogues dub series called by a channel called The Soup Kitchen, which I am also a part of. And if you want to re-experience the epilogues in a way that's mildly more tolerable because it's got people you like reading it, I recommend it.
Is Tex in that one? I feel like Tex is in that one.
Tex is also in that one. Yes, Tex is the Roxy Terezi, I believe. To no one's surprise.
That's that tracks.
Yeah.
Dope.
But yeah, that's what I have.
You need to put the links to all of those in the general chat so I can start following them. Because and this goes for all of you. I want to look and observe all of this. I was previously the non-Homestuck roommate in Anna's videos, so I know nothing. I came into this project knowing nothing. Well, I knew everything about Homestuck and stuff, knowing nothing of what everything else is in the. Because Homestuck and the Homestuck fandom have become two completely different things.
Oh, absolutely.
Who's here for Homestuck
I envy
anymore?
you.
Yeah, no one
I
reads
envy you
Homestuck.
so much. I envy you so fucking much. I wish I didn't know half of the shit I did. I have so much curse knowledge.
I'm coming into here all doe-eyed and dewy fresh, like, look at all this fun stuff. Look at all these angry people. I'm not angry. I'm just here for the fun.
And then we all slide up and be like, hey, want to write some fan fiction?
You know what we need? More
That's
high
literally
swap
what
fan
happened.
fiction.
Absolutely.
I mean, we
The problem
do.
is
Please, if you're fic writer, please write more
Yeah,
high swap fan fiction.
yeah,
Specifically,
it's a
yeah, like
it's thin on the ground.
I need it.
It's literally what happened, though. It's like, Chrissy, you should write fan fiction.
The first fic you wrote was that one with Torona getting her head cut off.
It was, she deserved it. It was for that 413 trade-off, a 3-page thing,
God.
and then I posted it, and then I'm like, and then you're like, hey, people are reading this. I'm like, no, they're not. You're lying, and then they were. And I'm like,
Well,
why? And then I wrote Times Apprentice.
When you produce a product that is good,
People will enjoy it.
sometimes, yes.
Sometimes without any promotion on my part, people will read it.
I promoted it for you.
It's true, and now I have a Twitter so I can promote and actually act like an adult in this fandom. And I'm very excited. I will promote the chapters incessantly once they're ready, and whether they'll be good or not, up for debate. I think they'll be good. Anna will be my beta reader to double check that they're good.
I have to read it to make sure you're not making Daria flirt with Elward too much. Wait, what was? Oh no, Daria was flirting with Chixie. Yeah, and to make it so Daria doesn't flirt with Chixie too much.
Okay, I listen. Sometimes my friends call each other boo. I was not aware that was a flirty thing.
I've never heard that used in a platonic sense.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But yes, getting that thing between, doing that nice balance between being a super fan and having a crush on someone, surprisingly hard. Anna has been essential to me writing good fic. So all of
Your
the
fic
success.
Your fic's really good. You and Anna are the ones that got me engaging with high swap content because I think it was Chrissy. I think it was your fic that we read first.
I think you started them on the same day.
Answer the question of revolution, and then we read I think that was the one we read chronologically first, and then we read the first chapter of the Progeny, and I just I hadn't really engaged with Friendsim yet, and I was like, you did the thing that's required to get me to engage in content, which is to show me how I can take it and make it more than it originally was, and I don't know, both of us fics did a really good job of that, and I found them to be hugely inspiring.
Well, eventually the Progeny will have more chapters, although I've already told you how it ends.
Yeah.
Finish the Progeny, Anna!
Now that Times Apprentice is done, I can finish the Progeny. I also have to write my Friendsim 2 round, so maybe that'll come first, and then the Progeny.
Well,
I wonder what characters you're writing for Friendsim 2.
I wonder
Surely
if the
a
audience can
mystery.
guess.
True.
That's gonna
Oh,
be.
hey! The Underlander has posted chapter 2 of Far Too Close.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
going
Which is
the-
to. I'm gonna.
Tevin's great.
Rockin'. Yeah, there's some really like the whole, I don't know, the sub fandoms of the Homestuck fandom produce some really passionate content.
Yeah.
Because we kind of gotta, because there's
Yeah.
not a lot out
And there's
there.
so much less
Yeah.
infighting when it comes to like. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you go to just regular Homestuck, it's like everyone's fighting about Vriska, and it's like, okay, Vriska's cool, but it's just Vriska.
Yeah.
If you go to the Ancestor fandom, you get Time's Apprentice. If you go to the
Yeah.
Hive Swap fandom, you get the Abattoir Cinematic Universe and Friendsim 2.
God. Yeah, the Hive Swap fandom vibe is my favorite character is Tizius.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't?
Exactly.
It's because she's tired and always has a mug.
She's the most
she's
relatable character in the
she's
entire Hive Swap
a
universe.
delightful character. She's fun to write and she's fun to read about.
She's fun to voice.
And yeah, and I wish I could say that, but I just kind of copy your Tizius voice and only do it when you're not there. So.
Because I am the canon one. I am the one
You-
true Tizius.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, all I'm saying is, as an extremely tired, kind of sapphic leaning, gender fluid person, Tizius's goals. That's all I'm
that's
saying.
completely valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aspire to be a successful person and have a partner who loves me, but and also accepts me for being a complete hot mess.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love
What is it?
Stelzius.
Yes,
Stelzius
Stelzius
is a
is couple
delightful
goals.
relationship.
It's goals.
They are just wonderful. I love writing about them.
It's goals. It's just
And
strong
even
goals.
though Act 2 was not like we wished it could have been, the Stelzius parts of the trial were what kept the trial.
Oh,
A
that
good
was
time.
inspirational.
Like, if they had just replaced every moment Tagiri opened his mouth with more Stelzius pitch flirting.
Right, exactly.
Look,
This is,
we got
this is the
them.
cut we
got them
deserve.
being flirty, combative career
Mhm.
women.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
That's great. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Love Tikiri, but God, that trial seems too long. Especially, this is coming from
No.
someone who has played all the Ace Attorney games and loves them.
Yeah, I think that playing the Ace Attorney games is going to make you like the trial sequence less because it's like how not to do an Ace Attorney segment.
Yeah.
Like that was my experience because I haven't played all of them, but I do enjoy the gameplay a lot and they're fun and they're well written and they're interesting. Yeah.
It's like they played.
I won't say any more on that, but it is relevant.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Ha
Yeah.
ha ha ha
Fun
Nora's
times.
still here.
Yeah.
Sorry to confuse you with
Yeah.
all of the Friendsim talk. I know you refuse to play Friendsim.
I have no idea what's going on.
No, do I need to Snapchat you to play Friendsim?
You should really
Stop
play
telling me you know I can't take it.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Nora. Hey, Nora,
Yes.
do me a favor. If you tell me that Chahut is your favorite Friendsim troll, I will love you forever, but it'll only just be between us. Nobody publicly. will
Wait,
know
how
about
did you
this.
know that my sister loves clowns?
Wait, that is a good question. Has Anna shown you my clown shrine?
No, no.
Oh.
I
Oh, no.
was just
We
I-
can't,
I just-
we can't show
I
the
was
crowd shine.
spitballing. I was spitballing
Yeah,
and
Daft.
I outed you.
Daft has a second sense for clown likers.
I'm not even
This
a
is
clown
well
liker.
documented.
I just am a clown.
Okay, that's valid.
Daft just knows where to hang out with the clown people, and
Yes.
I mean, look, if just
the
in
clowny
half a
sense.
second, I could switch to either Marvis or Gamzee because they're both almost exactly the same. I mean, I can just talk about being a motherfucker, just like smack dab.
That's a pretty good Octopimp impression.
Trust me, I know. It's just it's just what
This
got
is
me.
my curse.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I said that when I was auditioning because like there was a project called Homestuck Abridged. The final episode will eventually come out, hopefully.
Is it
And,
gonna come out? They never released my Dolorosa lines.
Look, it'll come out. It'll come out if I have to be the one editing it.
I just want to be the one
Yeah.
true mom.
Yeah, look.
Oh, I love Jade Blood so much.
I'm the Gamzee for that, and I don't know if it was because the casting director was a little bit biased towards me because it is just Octopimp, but I've been cast as Gamzee in like 3 projects now, so I don't.
Yeah. Well,
it just happens.
Yeah.
A pretty talented voice you got there.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you do have an excellent voice. Be pretty neat if you voiced stuff for projects. Wink.
If you like CL's voice,
Right.
you should go to my channel. If you
You
like
should.
CL's lank in particular, there was one line in last year's Broadway Stuck panel that got people coming back over and over again just to hear him say, finally, something
Fucking
ancient.
finally.
Oh, I do like your lank.
But if you like
Yeah.
CL's
Oh my
lank,
God,
go watch
you
Evasive
voiced Lank.
Operation on my channel. Because that
Also,
has
the
a lot of
Weed
lines.
comic.
Technically,
Yeah, the
the
Weed
first
comic, too.
comic I did a voice for you on. Because I did the announcer voice.
Yeah, that was the first time you were on my channel. And now you're my
It
regular
was.
Tagora.
Now I'm the Tagora voice. No one else can take that from me.
You are the
Not today,
only,
anyway.
you have the most unique Tagora in the fandom, and no one else can replicate it.
Why, thank you. I put a lot of time into it. It's cool to see how it like evolved because I was listening to something older and it was like it's still there, but I've like played up certain elements of it to make it even more distinctive.
I still gotta edit the next couple live dubs so we can get your.
Oh,
Tagora
yeah,
live dubs.
fuck.
It's been months since I edited a live. They take forever.
Yeah, they are very intensive to edit and record. It's like you wouldn't think it, but like you have so much like stuff to trim out because of like syncing issues and
Yeah,
stuff.
100%. I mean that's why I take so long to do the editing of them. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Having edited
I'm not
freeform content, yeah.
I'm not gonna promise that will come out this month. I think my next upload, which will not be next Monday, will not be the Monday after. I'm considering Times Apprentice as this week's Monday upload.
Oh, yeah.
In
Reasonable.
2 weeks from upcoming Monday, I'm going to do a incorrect quotes dub. Hive swap incorrect quotes.
Yes!
We all know what that's gonna turn out like because it'll be the 4th time I've done it.
Fun times. Oh, also, I don't know if you saw it, but in Studio June there was like a small lank comic.
Oh, really?
It's just
Okay.
literally 2 panels, but
I want to see it.
Okay,
over in
I have
Silly
to
posting.
find this now.
Oh,
and
Silly
you have to
posting,
voice
okay.
act it.
yes.
Oh, I did see that. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's very good. Yeah.
We have
Sister,
fun
I
in this
crave the
fandom.
forbidden land.
We do.
We have
Sister,
fun in this
I
sub
crave
fandom.
the forbidden land.
Don't do it, brother.
Oh,
No, brother,
I'll
please.
send.
Oh my god. God.
my
All
God.
right.
That one's not an easy one to dub.
Homestuck dubs, friend sim dubs, all that good stuff.
Homestuck
Hive
dubs,
swap
friend sim dubs.
Oh
I'll
my
see you
god,
later.
no. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the same thing.
Never too many dubs. Never too many dubs.
Oh wait,
Although,
wait. I have one that I popped up on Twitter. I'll do right now. My lawyer told me not to disclose the specifics of the relationships between myself, women, and fish.
I think I was the one who
Oh
liked
my
that.
god.
No, did you? No,
I
this
might
is
have-
someone else that I
Oh,
follow.
surprising.
But
Well,
you might
actually,
have
not that
also.
surprising. I probably also did.
You probably did.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People are asking how to pronounce Lonk's name.
Lank.
Lank.
Blank.
The
Lank.
Friends Him 2 official pronunciation is Lank.
He
This-
The
has
people
no
voted
style.
on that.
He has no
We
grace.
polled Hive
It's
Swap
con-
Twitter
a
and they
funny
decided.
face.
I think that one was pretty overwhelming.
He can handstand.
I'm still disappointed with the results for Ramela.
Oh, what, Remily?
Yeah, I don't like that. I like Ramel better, but
But that's the basic bitch way of pronouncing it. I.e. the way I pronounce it.
Listen, the people with Uggs in Starbucks and
which
who
was
love
the one-
dogs decided
Wait,
that's how
wait.
you pronounce her name.
Which was the one that flipped? Because I think it was Chahut. Like, one of them was like, I
Yeah.
was convinced it was going to go one way, and it flipped around at the last minute, so I had to record the one line.
yeah, it was either it was between Chahoot and Chahut, and I think that
Yeah.
was the close one.
I was like, oh, Chahoot? Okay, cool, we're going with that. But no, Chahut ended up, which is good.
It's a Kahoot.
Yeah, except not. It ended up as Chahut, which is how I say it, so
I
hey.
mean, she's as big as a hut. Makes sense.
Oh my god, I love her. She's such a good character.
No, she's a lot of fun. I like the idea of
Oh, yeah.
her befriending other people outside the purples.
Yes, she's just...
And her having like this big, deep, syrupy voice that just kind of
Oh,
drips.
absolutely.
Like this kind of creepy sweetness. It's like it's like sour syrup. It's great.
Hmm.
The
Now I
only
want
purple
sour
blood
syrup.
who's not an asshole is Marvis.
Karako!
And even then, he's kind of an asshole.
Karako is not an asshole. Karako is a baby.
Yeah, Karako's baby.
I feel
Karako's
like he's.
baby, yeah.
I feel like his asshole's not been unleashed yet. I feel Karko's an asshole in the pure sense that
I mean, yes,
he
all
causes a
5-year-olds
lot
are
of
assholes.
problems. Yeah, because he's a kid, and all little kids are kind of jerks in their own way.
Children are kind of assholes.
Hey,
Oh.
Sal Stewart, I see you say Imagine the Teals watching Legally Blonde. I want you to go to my channel, look up Broadway Stuck
Oh,
2020,
look at
and watch
that.
the, listen to the version of Blood in the Water sung by Tagora from that.
Do it. It's good.
Oh, excellent! Yes.
Blood in the water.
It's really good.
I mean, you should watch
Dope.
Broadway Stuck 2020 anyway if you like Friends and characters, because there's lots
Yeah,
of fun
Dirk-
stuff in there.
Dirk sings Weezer.
Yeah!
He does. Oh my god. Jesus. I don't know if we're gonna stake around, but I should be going because we're actually doing the con's closing ceremonies
Oh,
in
right.
like
Yeah.
Okay,
20
yeah, we
minutes.
should probably go. I haven't eaten anything other than like some bread and bean dip today, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have not eaten much today, other than like 2 hot dogs.
That's not a lot.
I'm gonna
So,
be
yeah.
my last
That's
stage
not a lot.
manager.
But that's what we got.
Go
Should we
eat
have a
something.
bilingual household or not?
Good
All
night,
right,
everyone.
so thank you all so much for
Nighty
coming.
night.
If you liked my show and you liked the stream, check out the rest of the stuff on my channel. Check out my other SAHcon shows. Check out the live version of Times Apprentice. And please, please, please check out my non-Homestuck music. I want more people to listen to it. That's all on my
Yes.
channel. Enjoy my shit. And thank you all so much for coming.